Okay, I'm going to show you real quickly how to use the crop tool to actually create extra space that didn't exist in your original photo. So say you've got an image. Now this one's fine, I like the composition, but say I wanted a little bit extra space down here on the end. Maybe I had an element that was too close to the edge, and while I was in the field I cropped too tightly and didn't leave enough room. So the content aware fill aspect of the crop tool is something that you really can use. So I'm going to hit C to get the crop tool, and I'm going to make sure that content aware up here is turned on. And I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab this and extend it out however far I want. So let's say I needed about that much extra space. Okay, and then I have to commit to it to actually see what happens. So it actually says commit current crop operation. So there we go, and it will sample the surrounding pixels and it will fill it in for you. Things to watch out for here are maybe repeating patterns. So I can see right here that this is a repeating pattern. I might come in here with the stamp tool and maybe try and fix that. Sample from over here and maybe paint something out like that, and make sure that I don't have any repeating patterns, because that's a dead giveaway that you did something in Photoshop. So that is one method, which I think it's quick, it's painless, and very frequently it does a really good job. It's a very intelligent piece of software here. So something else I wanted to show you that I don't use very often, it's actually pretty new. And for this, I have to add a little bit of canvas. So I'm going to go image, canvas size, and let's just add, I don't know, maybe 400 pixels, and I'm going to push that over to the right edge and click OK. So that gave me some extra canvas right here. Now that is part of my background, that's not on a separate layer. If I want to put that on a separate layer, I can duplicate my background or copy my background. So now I have to make some sort of selection. So if I come up here to edit, content aware fill is what I'm interested in right now. It's grayed out, so I need to make some sort of selection. So I'm just going to make a real simple selection right here. Click and drag. Okay, so now I have something that the content aware fill can use. And there we go. Now it's usable. Okay, so the last time I used this, I hit this on custom. So I'm just going to click OK and do auto and see what it comes up with. So everything in green here is where it thinks the sampling should be. I can do just a straight up rectangular fill, let it do auto, or I can do custom. And so here I just use the sampling brush, so I can just draw where I want this to sample from. So say I wanted to kind of avoid this right in here, I can kind of loop around it and say, no, please ignore that. I just want this. So you can brush this in very specifically. If I wanted to come over here and sample way on the other side, I could absolutely do that. So I'm going to click apply so I can see it. Okay, and so there's the job that it did, which I think is pretty good. So I'm just going to click OK. And it does this on a separate layer, so you can see that layer right here. So I have to turn that off and on. You can see the new creation it made. So I'm going to hit Command D to deselect that, and I can see a couple of repeating patterns. There's one right here that matches this that I would get rid of, and again, I would probably just use the stamp tool and go ahead and clone something else, stick that in there. It's super easy. And then this one right here also looks like a repeating pattern, so I might hold down the Alt or Option key right here. I'm sorry, the Option key, and click and paste right there. It's a sloppy job, but anyway, you get the meaning. So a couple of ways to extend your photo if you maybe made a mistake in the field and just kind of zoomed in too tightly on something, or you had a bird in flight or a running animal and it just got too close to the edge of your frame while you were shooting. This is a couple of methods that you can try to help resolve that and make it just a better photo. So I hope this helps and you find it useful sometime. See you soon.